Just stay tuned for that, man. You know how we do over here.
You already know, man.
Yes, sir. But you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother, Old God, and SamAnt, going in today on this Thursday afternoon. If you're enjoying the content today, we need you to do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that 5-star rating. And do not forget to subscribe to the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. I want to talk about this, SamAnt. I think it's a good segue to jump into Rihanna, you know, because she did an interview with Vogue, I think back in August, if I'm not mistaken. She was asked about why she turned down the NFL Super Bowl. And here's what she said. She said, "Who gains from that? Not my people. I just couldn't be a sellout. I couldn't be an enabler. There are things within that organizations that I do not agree with at all. And I was not about to go and be of service to them in any way." Now, before people get their panties in a bunch and say, "Oh, Jay-Z, this, that," Rihanna did, by way of her people, came out and said that interview was in August, just days before Jay-Z inked the deal with the NFL. She said she had no idea about the negotiations or at the fact that they were even taking place. I think that's a lie. That's a lie. But, you know, damage control has to come out. SamAnt, what do you think about Rihanna's stance on the Super Bowl, and how does that correlate to Jay-Z now working with the NFL in the Super Bowl?
I couldn't dare do it. For what? Who gains from it? Not my people. I just couldn't sell out. I could not be an enabler. There are things within that organization that I could not agree with at all. I know you just read it, but I had to reiterate that, oh God, because those kind of sentiments don't change in a day because a certain individual sits back and now makes a deal with the people you just totally negated. Nah, it don't work like that. Right. That's damage control. Jay-Z, last year, I think he was album with Beyonce, Ape Shit. What'd he say? "I said no to the Super Bowl. You need me. I don't need you. Every night we in the end zone. Tell the NFL we in stadiums too." But now got to deal with the NFL and got, for y'all viewing pleasure, courtesy of social injustice, J-Lo and Shakira. She wasn't. Go ahead.
With that being said, I got to put you on the spot here.
Go ahead.
Is she calling Jay-Z a sellout?
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. And her people around her said, "Nah, this ain't a good move right now. So-and-so, yada, yada, yada. We're going to make a statement." And she said, "Go ahead and jump in the lake with your statements."
Yeah.
Because I feel as though she's such a, and I don't know her. I met her once. It was a great meeting. I don't know her like that. If she were to be asked this question personally, I think that the truth will come out, whether or not it was in question in her face and her mannerisms. It'll be there. I think this was something orchestrated around her by her team to kind of play damage control. Not to play damage control.
Absolutely, because as soon as the comments came out about the sellout and her not wanting to deal with them, people said, "Well, look, the big homie Jay-Z who put you on, you know what I mean, who's probably, you know, semi-responsible for your success, is rocking with the NFL now after he gave people slack for dealing with the NFL last year. Now he's in there hook, line, and sinker. Let's go to the line when he said, 'You need me and I don't need you.' So they needed you to bring J-Lo and Shakira in for the halftime show. That's what they needed you for, Jay?
That's what he said. I mean,
this is crazy. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, damn.
Jay-Z. That's the power of Jay-Z.
The light went off.
Busting out lights and stuff.
Yeah, man.
I think it was my light over here. It was this one.
Oh, that light went out.
And it was looking dim. It was cool. We rock with these lights for a couple years now.
Yeah,
man. We
actually not too bad, though.
Word.
Yeah.
You can't stop us. Self-made, self-owned over here, man. Not Rihanna, man. When I salute her for saying what she said, because I couldn't agree more. You stand on your morals, and the morals that you stand on are absolutely correct. And if you think there's leaks and holes in the NFL, how can you justify? And I would ask her this if we were ever to have a conversation with her. Then justify for me how Jay-Z and his part in the NFL mends those bridges and sows those seeds within the concerns that you had in not performing to begin with.
She won't be able to do it, you know, and it's a clever statement for her to put out. But the bottom line is that we do have to wait and see who's going to go down. We know it was at the halftime show, but the bottom line is that Jay-Z flip-flopped. He went over there to a situation, and it's not looking like he's doing anything different from the status quo. It looks like he's sold out at this point. I don't care what anybody says in the comment section, this, that, and the third. That's what it appears to be. Until we see different, that's what's on the records. And I think that there's no way you can say that she didn't call Jay-Z a sellout. There's no way. The words are right there in stone for you to look at.
Yeah, I mean, you can read between the lines on what she said compared to what Jay-Z's doing, and decipher for yourself if you believe it's sellout. We're not sitting here saying that we think he's a sellout, but based off of what she said and what he's doing, I concur with Rihanna.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
That nigga sold out.
I don't know if he could be a billionaire and sell out to the NFL, but he definitely is not doing a service to the cause.
I mean, my thing is, at least he's trying something. You know what I mean? You got to look at it like that. There's so much things that, and I don't know, I'll probably get a lot of slack from that from the people. You know, they say, oh, yeah, I was going in, but now towards the end, I kind of fell back. But at least he's trying to address it somehow, some way. I mean, you know, you got to at least applaud that, because a lot of people don't do anything, don't say anything at all. So we applaud you for that here.
Yeah, everybody's a critic. We can't please everybody.
Yeah, man. Definitely. But yeah, Rihanna, you know, doing her thing right there. But you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother, Old God, and SamAnt going in today on this Thursday. If you're enjoying the podcast today, go ahead and leave a comment letting us know what you enjoy about it. And also don't forget to subscribe to the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Now, SamAnt, you had a story about Drake and his father, man.
Yeah, he had some daddy issues going on, man. Now, Drake has used his father a lot in a lot of his lyrics, some of his most famous songs. And if you are a fan of Drake, you know that his father, according to Drake, hasn't really been in his life much, and it's reflected in his music. Well, Nick Cannon had his dad, Dennis, on the show, and he asked him this question, and here was Dennis Graham's response. Let me play that for you. And we have no audio. Oh, no.
Dennis Greasy. No audio.
Well, right now we got no audio on Dennis Greasy. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
Interesting, though, that his father.
Father did definitely. He had something to say about it. I'm going to grab it. Let me see.
Yeah, no doubt. But you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother, Old God and SamAnt. If you're enjoying the content today, please hit that 5-star rating, family, and do not forget to subscribe to the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We definitely appreciate it in advance.
Indeed. I'm still trying to grab this. Give me 1 second.
All right, no doubt. But yeah, man, this little recap today of the show. We talked about boxer Earl Spence Jr., you know, him being in a terrible accident in his Ferrari today. He is in intensive care right now, and it does look like he's going to be making a full recovery. Also, we talked about rapper 6ix9ine landing a $10 million record deal. Imminent for him to probably get out on December the 18th, but his former company did offer him $10 million according to reports, and we're definitely going to keep you updated also on that today. And we're about to talk about Drake's dad right now, making a statement about something. Definitely.
Amount of time where my father wasn't around, but then obviously me and my pops is super cool now. Do you have to deal with any of that stuff from like the upbringing of Drake and him kind of living in Toronto without you at times? We hear it in his lyrics sometimes.
I had a conversation with Drake about that. I have always been with Drake. I talk to him, if not every day, every other day.
Wow.
And we really got into a deep conversation about that. I said, Drake, why are you saying all of this different stuff about me, man? Like, this is not cool. And he goes, Dad, it sells records. I said, okay, well, cool.
I wish my dad was that.
All right. Now, we said, whoa, when we seen this on Tuesday, we were like, whoa, okay. Damn, Drake, we were just talking about you being in the top 10, top 12. I think you can get top 12. Oh, God, don't go back on it now. Top 12, hip-hop, all time. Well, Drake had a response to this, man. He said, woke up today so hurt, man. My father will say anything to anyone that's willing to listen to him. It's sad when family gets like this, but what can we really do? That's the people we are stuck with. Every bar I ever spit was the truth, and the truth is hard for some people to accept. One of those emojis.
Sound like we need to hear from Drake's mom on this one.
Oh, shit.
But nah, man, like Jayz said, it's only entertainment. You know,
obviously,
I feel like, you know, a lot of people say a lot of things on the records that ain't real. So I'm not surprised by that. But if indeed he did, you know, put his father out there like he was an absentee father and he was really there, that's whack. We don't know the facts, as he say, she say now. But if he did,